By the way, Dan, I got to give you kudos and credit. You saw a long time ago, and you've disclosed publicly that you own part of Parler, which is an alternative to Twitter. I saw that the president joined it. At least there is a place. It's like Twitter. It's called Parler, and I have an account there. I'm telling everybody on Twitter that follows me there to go to Parler. Good for you, because the president joined. Because they're censoring him and Dan Scavino and everybody else. But let's look at this from a law enforcement standpoint, your background. Thoughts?
Well, I debated what to say coming on tonight. Was I going to talk about the technical components of the security plan at the Capitol went wrong? No, I don't want to do that, because there's a lot went wrong, okay? I think we all get that. I want to talk about something more important, and it's the worst kept secret in law enforcement. It's a dirty secret, but it's the worst kept one. 50% of security and public safety is political. What do I mean by that? You're never going to secure a location, a city, the Capitol, or anything else if you don't have the backing of political leaders. And the problem we have, Sean, and what you saw yesterday at the Capitol, they have 2,300 police officers, Sean, a $500 million budget. The Capitol, in a 2.3 square mile area, has a bigger police budget than the city of Detroit. So what the hell went wrong? Well, the answer is they just don't like the cops. People in big cities run by liberals, and the city of D.C. is run by liberals. They can't stand the police. They haven't made a secret about it. They've actually run some of them on defunding the police. Now, I love these little thought experiments because they make liberals and media people outside of this network think. I can prove this to you. What happened? Did you see the rioting today up at the Capitol? Anyone? No, you didn't. So this tragic incident yesterday was done, thankfully, and concluded, and you saw nothing today. Yet the siege at the White House and in Washington, D.C. with BLM lasted for what, Sean? A week? A week and a what's the difference? It's the same area, D.C., the same D.C. Metro Police Department, the same federal entities involved. Why did one stop and the other didn't? Well, the answer is because yesterday was a disfavored group, Trump supporters, so there was unified political support to stop it, and the siege at the White House was a favored group, Antifa BLM, attacking the White House Trump was in. So nobody did anything about it. And one more. You think I'm making this up? What happened in New York City? Why have homicides in New York City exploded despite the fact that nobody's moving around in New York City due to a lockdown? How's that happening? Were mutant criminals for another planet just randomly dropped in New York City and crime exploded? What changed in New York City? Well, the answer is de Blasio changed. The political leadership changed. You think the cops in New York City don't know how to handle crime? They've shown the world how to handle crime for 2 decades. The political leaders are ruining policing, and you are never going to get security and public safety till we get better political leaders. Period. Full stop.